Hey.
Hi.
We've made it.
Last day?
Last day, yeah.
Right.
24th. Big day tomorrow.
Christmas Eve today.
One more sleep till Santa comes. And one more beer left to drink in our advent calendar, and that's it. We're done for this
One
year.
more beer in the advent calendar.
Yeah, we've
It's just the start.
obviously now Christmas is here, we are accumulating a lot of various alcohol, but yeah. Final beer.
Let's dive right in then.
Yeah, let's not beat around the bush. Okay, so to finish off.
Ooh, double chocolate stout. I don't think you're going to like this.
I don't think I'm going to like this. It's Young's Double Chocolate Stout. Dark beer brewed with real chocolate and natural chocolate flavour added. Okay. I'm not averse to stout, don't get me wrong. It's just not something that I would buy like myself. Do you know what I mean? It's not to my palate really. But I'll drink it. It just might not be my favourite.
Dark beer brewed with real chocolate and natural flavour.
Fish opener. Rip. So.
Government warning.
According.
Oh my god, what?
Wow. Oh no, that's just yeah.
It says according to the Surgeon General. We were like, what?
Drinking this may cause your lips to fall off.
Women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. Consumption of alcoholic beverage impairs your ability to drive a car.
Well, yeah, that's like stuff we already knew, Young, so thanks, but...
Brewed and bottled by Marston's PLC. Stay. Good boy.
It's bizarre because I don't really like a lot of stouts, but I do like Guinness, which is probably a bit like sort of saying that I like Carlin when it comes to stout. But yeah, I just don't like any of the ones that's too heavy because like stout's quite heavy anyway. Any of the ones where it's like, there's this one I had at the Head of Steam before when I was out with Liam and Ben, and Liam was like, "Oh, get this, it's amazing," and it's like it was £8 a bottle, and it was a bottle this size, and I can't remember what it was, but it had some crazy name.
I like that.
And it was, honestly, it absolutely kicked your tits in.
You don't really taste chocolate until like the very, very aftertaste.
It's about what I'd expect.
It's not too heavy though.
It's okay. Yeah. Like I say, not necessarily my palate, but it's alright. Tastes very similar to the Brewdog Jet Black Heart. Yeah, it's okay.
Well,
I think it's just the chocolate thing, to be honest, that doesn't really do anything for me.
like I say, I can't really taste it personally. Like I can right at the back, like in my throat when it's done. But I can't I wouldn't say like, oh, it's definitely double chocolate stout. It's
not too bad. They could have picked a worse one to finish on, like.
Could have picked Bowman's.
They could have picked a better one to finish on, but having said that, yeah, at least it's not Bowman's.
Yeah.
It's not bad for what it is. Like I say, it's a nice stout, but yeah.
It's stout.
Well, yeah, not necessarily to my palate. Nice though. If you like stout, I would say it's a good one. Yeah. But yeah, so what you reckon then? Are you ready to give this a rating? I know it's very early on, but the only reason I say is because afterwards we can talk about where everything sort of sits in the tier list.
I can't remember what I've rated everything else.
Well, half of them were on the side, and the other half are pretty much Bowman's. They're all on the back anyway, so...
I know, but like I won't be able to remember what my rating was based on the name of them.
Oh yeah, but we were all really interested
talk
in
about each one.
Top, bottom, and where everything else kind of falls sort of as a percentage.
I would give this, I don't know, like I said, it's alright. I'd give it probably 6. 6 Santas out of 10.
Yeah, I will go with that. Might even say 6.5. I think 6.5 is fine. 6.5 what though? That is the question.
It's getting that time we've got to reuse stuff now. I just thought of a good one that I'm going to change.
Tell me what it is. Now I can use it.
Snow-covered log cabin.
You can use that. I'll think of a different one.
Basically, that was him saying, that's shit.
No, it's fine. It's just a bit of a mouthful.
Basically, that's you saying, that's Bowman's.
No. That's a Bowman's aim.
So, yeah.
That's stuck. That's going to become the meme in our house now. That's our inside joke. New word for shit, Bowman's. No, I'm going to say 6.5 icicles out of 10.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's all right. So for you, right, we'll start at the bottom. What was your worst beer of the whole bunch?
The Bowman's one that made me go.
I don't know which one that
I
was.
think it was Yumi.
Yumi.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it
There
was
was one that was
actually.
really sour and it made your tongue hurt when you're drinking it. That was my worst one ever. I think I give it a 0.5.
Yes, I think you did. Yeah. My worst was the Bowman's Ho Hum mild bitter, and I gave that 3 out of 10, and I stand by that.
Was my favourite.
Honestly, the best one that the Bowman's did was the first one, the Meon Valley bitter, and that was just so average.
I think we gave it like a 5.
Yeah, it had nothing redeeming about it. It just wasn't as bad as all the rest of them, which was, as we found out, were much worse. Yeah.
For me, let's have a look. The Mojo was the best for me. That was the highest ranking of the bunch.
Agreed. The Mojo was by far my favourite of the bunch.
So like fruity, but you could still tell it was beer.
Yeah.
Like, I've never had anything like that before.
That's what you want in a fruit beer. Yeah. Because a lot of them, they become so fruity that you kind of lose the whole beeriness and it just tastes like alcohol pop. Yeah, but that had just the right amount. It was really fruity, it was really refreshing, still tasted like beer.
I've never had like a fruity beer before, really, until that. And I think that was an amazing one to like have you first.
Yeah, the Mojo was very good. I stand by the 9 out of 10 I give it.
Yeah, I do.
Other like top 5, well, we'll say top few. That, the Frauach, the Heather, and
the Cuddle.
Yeah, Kutch was good.
Cuddle was nice.
And the Fordham Route 1 IPA. They're the top 4 for me.
They're the top 4 for me as well.
If I came across them in a bar, I would definitely buy them again.
Straight away.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go for any Bowmans.
Not
and
a
I
chance.
definitely saying that the Goose Island Hunkers Ale I actually quite liked.
Yeah, that was alright.
The Goose Island Urban Wheat Beer. Wheat Beer.
It's urban. Yeah, I'm gonna like we saw it in Asda before, didn't we? The one with the green label that I was on about, and I actually remembered the thing to say it in a future video, and now I've completely forgotten. But yeah, the one with the green label is also very nice.
Asda.
So I'll buy that for one time, and you can try that because I think you will like that one.
Sounds good. See, I like the Bellhaven Brewery's craft pilsner, but you weren't a fan of that.
Not at all. That was
a very controversial beer.
On like right after, in fact, I would put that in with the Bowmans. Like that was how bad it was for me. I'd say some of the Bowmans were better than the Pilsner.
The Pilsner to you was what the Yumi was to me.
Yeah, like I drank it and I was screwing my face up. And like I'm not about that life. Like when you're young and you're like 16, 17, you make us here and it's a shot or something and you drink it and they're like, oh, that's amazing, isn't it? Oh, have you tried Sambuca? It gets you wrecked. Do you know what I mean? It's like anything that causes me to screw my face up, right? I'm a 29-year-old man. That isn't enjoyable. I'm not going to drink that. This is me getting curmudgeonly.
This is the rant of the day.
But yeah, no, that Pilsner was not a fan. I was not a fan of that at all.
The Brewdog Punk IPA was nice, but it was Brewdog Punk IPA.
You expect decent out of Brewdog.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You expect sort of top third out there.
See, I don't really remember the Man's Brown Ale. That was like a really piss weak Guinness, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite similar to this really, but it was ale rather than stout.
Yeah, and I don't really remember the Marston's Resolution.
That you quite like that one. That was like day 4 something. And I remember you quite like that one. I thought it was average, but you quite like that one. I remember.
I can't like it that much. I can't remember it now.
I think you give it a 7.
Must have been nice.
What else? Oh yeah, the red IPA as well. That
was nice, yeah.
Yeah, that would be my top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5 from best to worst. Bearing in mind that it's a top 5, so the worst is still really good. I would say number 1, Mojo.
Definitely.
Number 2, for me personally, the Kutch. Then the Frog. Then the Route 1 IPA, and then the red IPA. That would be my top 5 in that order.
My top 5 would be Mojo.
Yeah.
Then it would have to be the Frog.
Yeah.
Then the Cuddle. Because I like a nice cuddle. Then it would have to be, I'm going to have to say Marston's Resolution, because probably I gave that a 7, so... and then Fordham, I really liked the Fordham.
Yeah, it was very
I remember
nice.
that, it was so good. And the bottle was so nice, like just the really simple, like, old worldy sort of sign.
Actually, honourable mention as well. the Goldfinch gluten-free beer. That was quite good as well.
To say it was gluten-free and organic, it was alright.
I mean, like, I felt like we were like, this is really nice for a gluten-free beer. But at the same time, the fact that it was gluten-free shouldn't detract from the fact that it was actually
nice,
quite nice. And I would buy that again.
That's
like, the honourable mention.
I feel like this is getting more chocolatey the more we drink it.
Yeah. I'm very much like that with stout. Like, when you bought me that Brewdog crate before and all I had left was a Jet Black Heart. Like, I couldn't have one of them after I'd had, like, say, just a beer. But, like, if it was just a new day or whatever and I had one of them, like, my first mouthful, I'd always be like, ooh. And then, like, by the time I got halfway through the bottle, it was enjoyable. I liked it. It's like, I think your palate has to get accustomed to it. But yeah.
All in all, it's been a good experience. We've had some, like, proper Bowman's beer. But, you know, we've tried new beers that we would never normally try. Like, you would never try the Goldfinch.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like the Bowman's has kind of tarnished the whole experience, because reading them aloud there, I'm saying there's 5 there that I really, really enjoyed. Well, 6 really, because the Goldfinch I was like honourable mention. My top 5, there's 6 really that I thought were really good. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of them, for me, were sort of pretty good. Do you know, like above average. And there was 1 or 2 that were average, and then there was Bowman's and the Pilsner. So I would say, generally speaking, just by pure, like, mathematical standpoint, I enjoyed more than I disliked.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Probably won't go for the Festively Fabulous next year, if I'm honest, because I don't really want to have to risk that much Bowman's again. But, you know, there's plenty of other ones. And like I say, you know, we've tried beers that we'd never normally have thought to try. You know, we've discovered some new stuff. If anything,
right, like, this is the thing, it's the sediment more than anything that puts me off. Yeah. Because, like, although they were really bland, it was more the fact that it was like, oh, it's another Bowman's. Oh, there's another flipping inch thick of muck in the bottom. Do you know what I mean? If that hadn't been there, then I'd have been, like, at least more willing to drink it.
Yeah.
Like, taste aside. But yeah.
I would have still probably given it like a lower rating, but it wouldn't have been like, oh, for God's sake, another Bowman's. You know,
that's another one. The Big Bang.
I feel like I wasn't like.
I wasn't super stoked about it, but it was. I would say it was above average.
Yeah.
It was alright. It was pretty good. Yeah, that's about it, really.
So you didn't like the Samuel Adams Boston Lager?
I wasn't fussed on it, no.
You weren't a fan?
No. And, what did you say your worst one was?
Yumi.
The Yumi, aye.
Because it was really, like, it made your tongue hurt. Like, it hurt to drink it.
Yeah. And the Urban Wheat Ale. Urban Wheat Ale.
Urban. When I was younger, I used to have a game on my Game Boy DS. Going off topic here, called Sims Herbs.
Yeah.
I loved it. You can grow urban wheat beer, but you know, you don't grow beer beer, but you know, you don't grow the wheat to make it. Yeah, I know what I mean.
Sims the herbs.
The herbs, yeah.
I think everyone goes through a sort of like
a Sims phase.
Yeah.
I'm not out of my Sims phase though. Just don't play herbs anymore. I
remember actually, it might have actually been reasonably close to Christmas. My mate Haribo, his nana lives like 2 streets away from me and Richard, and I'm not sure if Richard was out that night, but I went over his. Oh, that was it. I went over because I'd just got away, and he got away as well, and the way was at his nana's. So I took my controller over, and like I think I took Guitar Hero and something else, and he was like, "Mate, The Sims Castaway, right?" And like we'd mucked about with The Sims before and that, and we're like, yeah, it's pretty good. But The Sims Castaway that night is forever stuck in my memory as like a great night, because basically we just from scratch we played that game and we got like right into it. We were so engrossed in it for hours and hours and hours. And it got to the point where it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and we were playing The Sims Castaway, and I'd been there for like 7 hours or something. And like his nana poked her head in, and I was expecting her to be like, "Look, it's late. You need to go home. You need to go to bed." Do you know what I mean? But she just went, "I'm putting the kettle on. Do you want a cup of tea?" and I was like, "Yeah, great." So we had a cup of tea as well. And then the same night, after we finally packed in on The Sims Castaway, Will, his little brother, had a Lego set to build a house, and we made that. We just opened it and made it, and yeah. But we spent ages on that as well. It was a great night. And then I walked home about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got pulled by the police. because I had a Wii remote sticking out my pocket and a game sticking out the other one, and they were like, "Where have you got them?" And like they obviously must have thought I'd been on the pinch or something. Like I was only like 17 or something. Do you know what I mean?
That's how old all the kids around here that pinch.
Yeah, fair enough. But I was just like, I've just been with my mates. He's just got away. I took the game controller over. He's like, "All right, where are you going now?" I was like, "Home, going to bed." And he was like, "All right, well, stay out of trouble." And I was just like,
I was.
but yeah, it was a good night.
Aww.
Haribo, if you're watching this, which I doubt, right, we'll always have Sims Castaway.
Oh.
Yeah, because you went through a different place. It's the same as like the Sims, you know, where like when you make more money, you can buy a better house. In the way it worked in the Sims Castaway is, there was like you basically unlock new areas that that had more space to build on.
But it wasn't like that. It was like you started off in like a scruff area,
yeah,
and then you could move to a better area, then a better area, then a super posh area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember we got to one area and we were trying to build this massive mansion, and a monkey kept coming in and just fucking wrecking the place, and we were like.
I know it's too close to Christmas to ask for anything now, but if anybody's watching and they ever want stuck with gift ideas for me, get me a DS. I want a new DS. I want Sims Herbs.
Santa.
Shout out to Santa. I've changed my Christmas list.
Yeah.
The day before Christmas.
Or Joe or Steve, if you're watching this, make a mental note for in a year's time. There you go. Can't go wrong.
You'll always have this video to look back on to find out what I want for Christmas.
But yeah. I'm kind of glad that this is out the way now, but at the same time, it has been, like, I've enjoyed it. It's been very good.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. And I've got, like say if we can find that, like, the likes of, you know, that top 6 anywhere, I'd get some more of that. It's good. And I've learned that I have a burning hatred for Bowmans. It's like a hot ball of lead in my heart.
It'll be there until he dies.
Yeah.
Or confronts Bowmans.
If I never drink another Bowman's ale, it'll be a day too soon.
What would you do if you've got a brand new advent calendar, like a different make, next year and it's all Bowmans?
I'd pick the entire thing up and cast it into the street. Do you want to do this?
Well, no, I've got a bit of Christmas trivia to do first, just in keeping with the theme.
Well, okay, but like I think this is probably going to end up being quite a long one. That's all.
Well, fine. We'll not do Christmas trivia then, but I do have a special surprise.
All right.
You have to stand up.
Yes, we've got a giant cracker. So, I'm quite worried about this actually. Hang on.
Ready?
On the count of 3. Right, hang on. 1, 2, 3, then go.
1, 2, 3.
Jesus. Bloody hell.
Merry Christmas!
The room just absolutely stinks of sulphur now. There's actually, I thought there'd be like...
There's loads?
I thought there'd be bigger like presents, but there's not. There's just more of them. They've just jammed it with loads of normal cracker size stuff. Also, if you want to have a look at that, it's quite a festive, quite a festive cracker.
Only £5 in Asda.
It's massive, like, it's hench.
There's like enough gifts and half to go for like a few.
Have you got them all?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
I've turned all the jokes upside down as well.
Yeah, let's get them told. Also, I'm going to remove this hat and put a Christmas hat on.
Ooh, I like it for purple.
So I mean, like, I thought they'd have like bigger gifts in, but it's literally just normal cracker gifts times 15. Although saying that looks like a full deck of cards, so that's kind of good. Normally you get like 4, and you've got to open like a full set of crackers to
Marbles.
get
And
a little abacus.
tic-tac-toe.
That's, yeah, tic-tac-toe.
Abacus. Oh, Merry Christmas, have an abacus.
Well, you say that, but we've had a ruler out of one of them. That's not exactly festive, is it?
There's some sort of, it might be like a Shoots and Ladders, Snakes and Ladders game. No, it's not. You've got...
It looks like Go.
I don't know what that is. You can have that then. I've had the marbles. I can throw them on the floor if burglars come chase after me in New York, if I ever go to New York. And then I'll slip.
Yeah, it looks like Go. Which is, yeah, we're not going to bother learning that tonight.
It is, it's a full deck of cards.
Yeah.
Do I see some cool card tricks? Are you ready?
Okay. 52 card pickup.
Right.
Everyone knows that one. Look at that. We're actually going to have to pick them all up now.
You do. 3 jokes each?
Yeah, alright. Hit me. Give me my jokes. Are you going first or am I?
You can go first, because I'm going to pick these cards up.
Dear me, Al.
Dear me, Al.
Why does Santa have 3 gardens?
I don't know.
So he can ho, ho, ho.
Okay, Santa.
Oh, am I doing all 3 and then you doing all 3?
Yeah.
Right. What goes ho, ho, whoosh, ho, ho, whoosh? Santa going through a revolving door. It's better than the first one.
It's better than the first one. Ho ho whoosh.
What type of shoes does Santa wear when he travels on a train?
I don't know.
Platforms.
Ba-dum-tsh.
They were awful.
That last one wasn't even a Christmas joke. They just added. That could be anybody. They just added Santa in
Yeah.
there to make it Christmassy. Right.
What kind of shoes does Neil Morrissey wear when he travels on a train? Platforms.
Ba-dum-tsh. Okay, first one. What does Santa suffer from if he gets stuck in a chimney?
Claustrophobia.
That's correct, yes.
Knew it, knew it.
Why are Christmas trees so bad at sewing? Because they always drop their needles.
These are terrible.
What says O?
Don't know.
Santa walking backwards.
Do you know what it is? I was like, Santa in reverse, backwards Santa. I was like, I can't say backwards Santa.
Backwards Santa.
Yeah, Santa walking backwards. As if you're opening the marbles.
Why not? It's Christmas.
Oh, here's something I was talking about with one of my co-workers, Leanne, the other day. Do you actually know how to play marbles?
Yes.
Because I used to, and I can't remember.
Yes, I know how.
I know you've got to hit your marble into another marble. Is it you knock it out the centre or something? I can't remember.
No, basically, how marbles works is, or how it did work when I was younger, growing up. You used to just chuck them off people's faces, and whoever cried first and went home lost.
No, that's not how you play marbles.
That's how I used to play marbles.
Well, you've purely led me down the rabbit hole there. I thought you were going to tell us how to play marbles, legitimately, and instead, you've just
I
turned it
think
into...
everybody's got a marble, and then you just like try and hit the other person's.
I'm going to have to look this up after this video. You'll never see the results of it because we're not doing a day 25.
Nobody's gonna watch on Christmas Day. Nobody watches anyway.
Yeah, exactly. At this point,
It's
it's
just
like...
us talking shit to each other in front of a camera. That's all it is.
It started so well though, but it's like the novelty wore off really quick.
Like the first day we had like 89 views, and then like now we've got like 3.
Yeah.
Rip.
People like, he's still doing this. It's like, well, it's an advent calendar.
People have like hidden me on Instagram story and everything.
I'll let you get that.
I'll get it later.
But that's pretty good, that giant cracker.
Yeah, and for only £5.
It kind of obfuscates the need for more than one though.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because you get so much stuff out of it, and everyone gets a hat. That means you don't ever need one, and then it's like, who pulls the cracker? What if you want to pull a cracker as well, and you can't because I've pulled a cracker with Barry or...
Thunderdrome and Mad Max. Fight the death, a vicious fight to the death.
Winners get to open the cracker.
Yeah.
And then lament the fact that they can only use 2 of the 5 hats. Oh, we're playing tic-tac-toe, are we?
Which is next?
So we've just gone really quiet, concentrating playing tic-tac-toe.
No one's gonna win.
Yeah, no one is going to win. Interestingly enough,
There's a specific place you've got to start from to win.
tic-tac-toe is what's called a solved game, right? Which means that it always has a set outcome, assuming both people play perfectly, right? And I think it's whoever takes the middle. If the guy in the beginning plays perfectly, and to do so, you'd have to take the middle on the first go. the result is always certain, and I think it usually
Wins.
no, the guy who goes first wins, but that's assuming both people play perfectly.
Do you know there was a perfect way to play tic-tac-toe? Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, just in terms of like the correct move, everything, every turn. But yeah, it's referred to as a solved game. There's other ones that are solved games, but there's like Go. This isn't a solved game because you don't know all of the information available to you.
that makes no sense to me, that Go.
Like poker isn't a solved game because
It's random.
well, it's not. You have some of the information. You have the information on the cards in your hand and the ones that's on the table, but you don't know what other people are holding. Do you know what I mean?
I'd be good at poker. I've got a really good poker face, mate. I don't actually. When people talk to me like we're like rubbish, I just look at them in disgust. I'm just like,
I don't think you'd be very good at poker.
no, I think I would, because I think what I'd do is if I had like, I shouldn't be telling people this because in case I ever play poker with them. I think if I had like a really bad hand, I'd be like bluff.
The problem is though, is it doesn't wash like that.
Like,
Yeah, you either have to take it all. That's really risk reward though, right? Which is kind of the way you have to be with poker to a degree. You can't just play it safe because then you just slowly lose your money. But if you bluff all the time and you're bad at it, then say if you have constant bad hands and you don't fold and you just go all the way, you're gonna run out your money really quick. Because even if you take it to the end, you only win if other people fold or they also have garbage. If anyone has anything in your hands trash, you lose.
When I play it on like Red Dead Redemption and stuff, I'm normally pretty good.
I suppose it's better, it'll be easier online because then it takes out the element of having to read people's poker face. You can't tell if they're bluffing or not. So it removes that whole element of the game.
But that would make it harder, wouldn't it? Well, really, if you're good at reading people.
To a degree.
Because then, like, if someone is bluffing, you would think that you wouldn't know. Would
you wouldn't know, but also they don't know if you're bluffing.
True.
So yeah.
I can't play games like that. I get too addicted.
My mate Richard is actually really good at poker.
Is he good at bluffing?
Yeah, but he's also good at like the nuances of the game in regards to he knows when to bluff and when not to. Do you know what I mean? And when to fold and when to, you know. And he's good at taking other people out of the game. So if he ends up with like an early lead in the money or chips or whatever, and someone's struggling, he'll actively try and take them out of the game because it's one less person to play against. So he just sees it as getting the odds more in his favour.
The real question is though, Hal, do you think you could play poker on these tiny little cards?
Of course.
Oh, should we take these 20 months? No.
If you want.
I don't know any card games. I know blackjack and I'm pretty bad at it. I'm too high risk. Me, I'm just like, oh, it's 15? Yeah, hit me. 15, hit me.
I can teach you a few. The problem is actually it's not a problem at all if it's tomorrow. Most of the card games I know require more than 2 people.
I'll play with Seb.
You'd be playing 52 can't pick up a lot.
Play poker. The kids have bad poker faces.
Seb won't be interested, man. You'll have dinosaur toys tomorrow. That's all he's going to be interested in.
Dynamo.
Alright, then let's finish up. Day 24, done. We've made it. We've gone through the whole thing.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed, the few people that are left, I hope you've enjoyed watching.
Or even if you haven't watched all of it and you've just watched some of it, hopefully it wasn't too tedious.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
The best that we can hope for. This isn't even attached to this hat, look at that.
I want my money back. There's a picture of Meg on my door somewhere and she's eating Christmas dinner wearing a party hat upside down.
That's the spirit of Christmas.
It's been stupid.
Pardon me.
Been a crazy potato.
Anyway, yeah, it's been emotional.
Yes.
Hopefully, well, we might do this next year.
We might do this next year, yeah. Probably will, to be fair. Because we'll have a beer advent calendar again.
Yeah, I think that's the thing now.
Yeah.
Even if the videos
aren't.
Now,
yeah. But so if you're watching, have a nice Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Be safe. Don't
Have
drink
fun.
too much.
Call your family if you don't see them,
Tell everybody that you love them.
and just generally have a good time. Hope Santa brings you everything you want.
Yeah.
You eat lots of Christmas food.
Thank you for sticking with us through 24 days of, beer.
Yeah.
Beer and talking rubbish.
So until next next year, we'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye, thanks you, bye. Bye,
Love
thanks,
you,
bye,
bye.
love you, bye.